So hi everyone. So we'll start now. So welcoming all to CA Classroom's live interaction session. So today we'll be discussing with Shreyan Shah. He got All India ranked 20 in November 2019. So he had studied law with me. But however, the entire rank credit goes to him. It was his hard work and his effort which got him a rank. So I'll hand over the session to Shreyans now to walk us through his thing. You can start now, Shreyans.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. So today I would like to share some few points for CA Foundation November 20 attempt. Okay. So first of all, your paper one is accounts, right? For accounts, your study material and MTP RTP is really enough for scoring a centum. Okay. Next is law and BCR. For law, Karthik sir is the best person whom you can contact, and his guidance is the best. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, maths, logical reasoning and statistics, paper three. So guys, actually what happened was before May 19 attempt, they used to ask in the pattern how it was there in the RTP. Like first 40 marks would be maths, then 20 marks logical reasoning, then 40 marks statistics. But then what happened in the previous two attempts was they combined everything in a jumbled way. So that first will be maths, then stat, then logical reasoning. Everything was combined in the paper. So when we entered in the exam hall, we got the paper. We literally got confused by seeing that. So what happened was because first of all the time only is 2 hours, right? So people will be like mentally they'll not be prepared for such a kind of paper. So I just wanted to share this thing because if you guys face such paper, you'll be prepared for that from the starting. Okay. And one more thing is the time you have is very less from paper three and paper four. That is only 2 hours. So you guys have to like be prepared in such a way that you can attempt all the MCQs in really fast manner. Okay. And then one more thing for paper three and paper four, before attempting the exam, one time you need to practice an OMR sheet because what happens is the paper goes into machine, okay, for evaluation. And if the circle is not marked properly, what happens is your answer will not be evaluated. Okay, and it will be preferable if you carry a duplicate calculator for your maths exam because there's one chapter called time value. You will have some certain formulas which you'll only be able to do with the help of your duplicate calculator. Okay, and the last thing is economics and BCK, your paper four. So for that, what happened with our attempt was we were expecting 60 marks from ECHO and 40 marks from BCK. Actually, the paper was totally combined. Like first question will be from ECHO, second will be from BCK, and they did not even follow the weightage of 60 and 40. So even that time we had one like confusion in the confused state of mind. So please be prepared for all such situations. I'm telling this very way ahead because at that time you should not face that difficulty while you enter the exam hall. And here's one more thing, the last thing which I would like to tell is don't ever discuss the questions after coming out of the exam hall. Really. Okay, so best of luck for your next November 20 attempt.
Okay, thank you, Shreyans. Now anybody in the session can ask him any questions. You can unmute and talk to him, or you can type your question and then he'll answer that question.
Hello, Shreyansh.
So
I have a question for you. Uh,
Yes.
did you have any proper studying pattern? Can you tell us about how you studied every day and what motivated you and stuff?
Okay, so actually Karthik sir will be the best person to motivate you. And the studying pattern in the sense, like from July, I started my preparation in a fast track. So what I did was, like daily, at least 2 hours I had touch in law, and 2 hours for business and commercial knowledge, and then 1 hour I used to spend for other subjects. Like sometimes I used to do economics and sometimes maths. And yeah, one more thing, in statistics you need to be strong with your theory part. So by end of September, you should complete with all your studying part, and October completely you should keep for your revision.
Okay. Did you?
Was it helpful?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
anybody else wants to ask any question? You can even type your questions, guys, if you You can type your questions or
Hi Shreyansh, this is Nakshita here. I have
Yes,
a
hello.
question. Can you please tell me what was your study schedule? Like, how many hours did you use to study for your exams?
Okay. Yeah, actually what happened was I was even doing with college. So from morning 7 o'clock till some 12 o'clock we used to have our classes. And then I used to go to college, and after coming back to home, I had only some 2 to 3 hours for studying. So I just used to study for that much time, and the weekends I used to utilize completely for this course. So that was really helpful. And by September, I used to increase my studying time because we need to spend more time on law and BCK by end of August. So basically, that was my studying pattern.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Shreyans, there's a question for you from Soul Ronak. So what he's
Yes,
saying
sir.
is, how can you cope up with maths paper being a non-math student?
Okay. So basically, when you're a non-math student and if you just want to, you don't want this paper to be hindrance to your clearance, what you can do is first you can focus on logical reasoning part. Okay. And the next you can go for statistics because that will be the scoring part for you if you face maths as a hindrance to your clearing. And then for maths, you can specifically choose some subject like chapters, so for which it will be easy for you to score. Um, Basically, time value of money also you can use for scoring because basically they ask many questions from that part. So this will help you to clear that paper. And if you want more sums and practice, you can even join in Telegram. There's one group for chartered accountant students. So they'll be posting many materials in that, which is and many question papers. So if you practice all that, that will really be helpful for you.
Okay, Shreyans. Next, guys, any other questions you want to ask? Yeah, Darshita has another question.
Hi Shreyansh, sorry to disturb you
Yes.
again, but the
No.
question is, did you just use the study material of ICI or you use some other reference book as well?
Okay. So for no, I just use a study material of ICI that is really quite enough for your foundation.
Like you didn't
And
use
yeah,
any standard?
no other materials. But yeah, you can even refer to previous attempts, MTP, RTPs, and question papers. That's more than enough.
Okay, thank you.
To add on that question, Darshita, I think at your CA foundation level, they will not ask a lot of difficult questions outside the book. So if you're very confident with your ICA study mat, and like he said, the mock test papers in RTP, you should be able to get through. Only at the CA interlevel and final, you have to refer a lot of external sums. Anybody else, guys, you can type a question or you can unmute and ask it, whichever you're convenient with. Any question, actually, anything related to foundation. We'll just give it 30 seconds time if someone wants to type something. Guys, you can feel free to ask anything you want. So need to motivate, like,
Hello, Shreyans.
Yes.
How did you do your BCK thing? BCR thing, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like,
Actually, yeah. For BCR, I did not focus much because generally they used to ask only general things. So if you just know the format for everything, like how do you write, what to say, like actually I don't even remember the pattern of the paper because I just saw it twice. I don't even have my material so that I can refer and answer to you.
yeah, no problem. Okay.
Shreyansh, can you help us with that BCK third chapter where there are various
Yes.
company names? How to learn that?
Yeah. Actually,
Actually,
this
that's
problem
quite
we
confusing.
face, yeah, even we face this problem during our foundation. So what happened was, like, okay, what happened in our attempt, I'll say. So what had happened was, most of us really were engrossed in that chapter. We used to find out like various techniques to remember. Day and night, we used to mug up the rankings and all, like year of incorporation rankings. Somehow we just used to register in our mind. Then what happened in the exam was, there's one chapter in economics, chapter 5. Generally, they ask very two or three few questions from that chapter. So in our attempt, the weightage for that chapter increased, and BCK chapter 3, they just asked one question. Just one question. I think that was a Cipla thing, yeah. So it was really of not that much use to remember a lot, but you can mainly focus on the incorporation years and the names of CEO and CFO. Ranking, I don't prefer much to like mug up and waste your most of the time in that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, anybody else? Any other question? So Shreyans, another question from Dhanush here. What's your score in CA
Yes,
Foundation?
sir.
You can tell your score in your subjects.
Okay. So in accounts, I scored 89, and in law and BCR, I scored 78, and in economics, I scored 77, and in maths and paper 3, I scored 98.
Okay,
So overall, 344.
good. Shane, there's another question from Kushi here. She's asking, how did you
Yes, sir.
prepare for accounts? How did you present it in exam?
Okay, so for accounts, generally, see, if you're really thorough with all the concepts and all the questions in the study mat and RTP, MTP, actually generally they ask only the questions from the study mat, okay. Just they'll change the numbers and they ask. So if you know the pattern in which they have presented the answer in study mat, that will be really helpful.
And another question is, what about accountancy? How do you approach the subject? How do you study accounts?
Okay. So for accounts, just like by attending the classes, you'll be thorough with the concept. And when, as soon as the concept gets over, complete the chapter and the sums related to the chapter from the study mat. That will be more than enough.
Okay, so another question from Kamalam, which says, how did you present in law paper?
Actually, for law, the presentation, the best person you can ask is Karthik, sir.
So guys, for law,
See, for case,
yeah, go ahead.
yes, sir. So for case study, first what you can do is present the facts of the case, then the provision and your interpretation and your conclusion. The format you can present in that way, because that was what I did.
Kushi is asking, for accounts, is ICA enough? Like ICA material for solving sums, or did you solve it?
Definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, ICA material is more than enough. With that, if you just see the MTP and RTP, that will really help you to even score a centum.
Kushi, that's enough, Kushi. You just have to study the ICA material, be confident with the RTPs and MTP sums, and be very clear with the concepts. So you will be able to solve the sums easily.
Shreyansh, did you learn the theory for accounts?
Theory, basically, they just have some 5 or 6 questions. So they can just ask from that question. So what I did was, just before 2 days before the exam, I started with those particular 5 to 6 questions. And they asked only from that 2 questions. So that was really helpful.
So for that, we have to refer MTP, RTP, right?
Exactly. MTP, RTP and previous year papers.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. If I'll just wait for another 30 seconds to see if anybody's asking any question. So I don't think anybody is typing anything. So I'll just wait for another minute and then we can conclude. So there are two more questions here. BCK
Yes, sir.
third chapter, how did you read?
BCK third chapter, like constantly I was in touch from July. So basically you just need to memorize the things. That's really very difficult, I know that. But then you have to try finding some ways to remember the, like for some memory techniques you can use for the rankings and all. And for names you can link with the company names or some shortcuts. That's the only way you can remember. There's no other way to cope up with that chapter.
There's another good question from Jaya Shreyans. She's asking, while preparing schedule, is it preferable to read one subject a day or combining multiple subjects? Which one do you?
Okay. So, like whenever you study on the weekdays, what you can do is particularly you can pick one subject is more than enough, and just on the Sunday you can do multiple subjects or revise the things which you studied in the whole week.
Okay. So Jaya, my view on that is Shreyans I used to go to college. So he used to attend Loyola College in Chennai. So he had classes plus college. So he was studying one subject a day. If you're somebody who's having only like no college, you have full time for CA foundation, I would suggest at least two subjects a day. Minimum two subjects a day is ideal. One theory, one practical, or whichever you're convenient with. So there's another question. So at present we are in lockdown. So what is much preferable? So since you're in lockdown now, you'll be home and you won't be going out. You can utilize the time. But now I would say take few days break. Now that the exams are cancelled, refresh yourself. Forget about the exams and again come back to it and you can make a new plan and you can study. You have solid 3.5 months left. So you can plan when. And a lot of them have asked me, is it a good idea to start studying for CA Inter before I finish my foundation? Because you have extra 3 months now. So that is, I would say, unless you're 200% confident you will definitely clear, don't do that. That is not a good idea. So Kushi, Shreyans, there's another question from Kushi for you.
Yes,
How many
sir.
hours, sir, do you study? How many hours to study a day?
Okay, so at present situation, at least if you have if this is your first attempt, November 20, then basically you can spend some 5 hours a day. That will be enough.
So most of them here were supposed to write their July exams, but the exams got cancelled. So now we're writing a November exam.
Okay.
So any other questions, guys? Okay, I think there's no question coming up. Shreyans, do you want to conclude by saying any remarks, anything you want to talk about?
No, sir. Just one thing which we really had a very bad experience was discussing the answers after coming out of the exam hall. I just suggest that please do not ever like discuss the paper after coming out. That will spoil your next paper, really, because you just have 1.5 day for preparation, and if you come out and discuss the paper, that'll really ruin half a day, and you'll just have one day, and you have to come back and start preparing for that one paper. It's really difficult. So
Yeah,
please don't.
that's a very valid point, Shreyans. I would suggest the same thing, guys. Please don't discuss your answers at any level, either CA foundation, inter, or final. Whatever happens, you might find it very eager. Say a 10-mark question. If this is correct, you might feel confident, but please don't discuss. In my own experience, my own exams, I have faced that I've discussed and I ruined my next exam. So that is one important thing. Don't discuss your answers once the exam is over. Okay, so any other question, guys? How do you motivate yourself when you feel depressed?
Okay, so basically, what you can do is definitely you can contact Karthik sir. He'll be the best person to guide you and motivate you. Really.
No, Shreyans, you tell them how you motivated yourself when you were alone. I'm sure everybody won't be comfortable calling. So like if they hear it from a student, it makes
Yes, sir. The first thing which was required for motivation is a classroom environment. Because when you meet with others, you have interactions are the best thing which will motivate you. So this scenario, I don't think that will be possible. So, what to say? Um,
So Jaya, like there's a lot of way to motivate yourself, but see, external motivation is there in many ways. Your friends can motivate you, your parents, you watch some lot of motivation videos, but trust me, that doesn't last long. Self motivation has to come from within you. Then that lasts actually a long time. So there's another question, Shreyans, from Kushi. She's
yes, sir.
asking, one day before the exam, that 1.5 day you have for all your exams, how do you prepare in that one day before exam? What do you do?
Okay, so for accounts paper, one day you'll be having some more than one day, right? Because that will be the first paper. So how you can go with that is However, you would be prepared with all the questions of study mat. Just again refer all those questions, and yeah, before exam you can particularly choose certain questions which you are not able to remember, or you are facing difficulty in that particular question. So before exam time, definitely go through that questions, and that will be more than enough for accounts. And for law, you can basically focus mainly on Contracts Act and Sale of Goods Act, because that carries more weightage. Um, for law, Karthik sir will be the best person to guide you anyways. And for economics and BCK, more time you can spend on this BCK, remembering the like third chapter, but don't spend more than like 4 to 5 hours for that chapter, because even if you spend and if they do a won't task, that will be a wastage of time. And for maths and statistics, what you can do is just practice some papers which has like combined questions together. You can find that from website of VSI Institute.
So one more important thing, guys, Shreyans also practiced this. Please write a lot of model exams. Like he wrote a lot of tests in the month of August, September, October. We kept conducting a lot of tests regularly, so he wrote a lot of tests. So you keep writing a lot of model exams. It's very important. The saying is like you don't practice an exam, practice before you go to the exam. So anything else, guys? Any other question before we can close it? Okay. So thank you all for joining in. Thank you, Shreyans, for giving your time during your inter preparations.
Yes.
I hope it was helpful for the students. I think there's one more question from Dhanush. He's asking how to manage an exam. Okay, so I think his question is about your exam is for 3 hours. How do you do your time planning? Like how do you organize yourself in the 3 hours?
Okay. So for accounts, what you can do is first you can start with a theory question and complete that. But yes, only if you are totally confident that you know all the questions thoroughly. So that will create an impression on the examiner's viewpoint. Okay. And how to allocate? We have 3 hours and 5 questions. Okay. So, okay, you will be having 5 questions of 20 marks, and you will be, okay. Okay. So basically, you just have to, okay, first I'll be telling for maths paper. So what you need to do is you'll just have 2 hours and 100 questions to attempt. That's really very less time, and the thing is, nowadays they ask jumbled questions. So you need to be, first of all, prepare for such kind of paper. Only then you can be able to cope up with that strategy of ICAI. And practice more and more questions for maths so that will increase your speed. And what to do for economics and BCK, I don't think you'll be facing a problem for time management. And for law, Karthik will be the best person to suggest you how to do time management, because he was the person who taught us how to manage our time.
Okay, there's another question. So before that, guys, for time management, very simple. All of you have your reading time. You get 15 minutes before your exam. Please use that well. Run through the entire paper, and in that 15 minutes, you have to plan which question you want to write first, which you want to write next, and ensure you don't spend too much time in a question. Especially in papers like accounts and maths, sometimes you'll think I know the answer, but you get stuck over there. You spend a lot of time. You will spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes in one question, which is not worth it. If you don't know a question, you keep a limit, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, based on the number of marks. If you don't know something, leave it, go to the next question, come back to it in the last if you have time. So don't spend too much time in one question, especially in accounts. In the big sums, you will get stuck sometimes if the balance sheet anything doesn't tally. Don't spend too much time over there. Next, Neha is asking which Telegram group did you join for modules and papers? Shreyans, can you tell the group name?
Yes, sir. So just 1 minute.
So I think there are a lot of groups, guys. If you just search CA Foundation, you will find lots. But we'll just see what Shreyans is saying. Which group?
Yes, sir. The name is CA Foundation Group. That's it, sir.
CA Foundation group in Telegram. That's all. Okay. So I missed
Yes, sir. CA Foundation Notes is the name of the group. Just install the app, type in that CA Foundation Notes, and join the channel. You will get numerous notes. So the main thing what helped me in that was the notes of JK Shah Academy for statistics.
So yeah, guys, here you will be getting a lot of content on a group, but what you should be doing is pick your content. Say, I'm not telling you this is the best, that is the best. Everything is good. You need to trust one material. You take one book, whichever you're following, but trust it fully. Don't refer to multiple books. It's a mistake everyone makes. Please don't refer to 4-5 books, 4-5 sources. Take one source and trust it fully. Okay, so I think if there's no other question for another 30 seconds, we'll be closing. Okay, thank you all. I think there's no question. Thank you all for spending your time on a Sunday afternoon, and thank you, Shreyans, for your advice to the students. All the best, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye, Shreyans.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.